What's going on? I guess I'm here to talk about. It's hard not to look at myself. I look so good. No, just playing. I'm here to talk about like love, relationships, and like staying faithful. And I just feel like dudes, like fellas, when you in a relationship and you with somebody that you really love, like I feel like the thing that you should do is that you should like tell them that you love them. Like really tell your girlfriend or that person that you with that you love them. Like make them feel it. Cause when you do that, you implement the thought that okay, I know he loved me. I know he really loved me, and I know he want to take care of me and stuff like that. I don't know about the whole taking care of things like that, but just really like be there for your girl. Like I've like in my past relationships and like stuff that I've done in the past, I've made mistakes that probably like well it wasn't me, but stuff that have probably like could have been could have been like the shit. It what's the word? Damn it. To stop it from happening, basically. I don't know. Okay. To stop it from happening. So, like, I think when, you know, you're in a relationship with somebody, you should, like I said, you should really show that you care instead of just dragging her along. Because, especially the girls that are out there that just want the simplest things in relationships, for instance, the simplest thing that a girl could ever want that is priceless and it doesn't have a price on that you could put on it is time. Time is very precious, especially nowadays. Everybody getting older. Time is going by faster. You gotta make things happen now, not later, but now. So, time is very precious. That's why you live your life to the fullest and do everything that you want to do. But when you break it down, when you talk about relationships, you talking about what a girl wants. When she says that she wants time, like, fellas, like, really listen to that. Like, really, really listen. Because you may say, like I made the mistake in saying, like, oh, like, oh, okay, da da da. And, it really, like, uh, do I regret? A little bit. Because when you don't put in time, like, not talking about me, just talking about in general. I'm saying, like, when you don't put in time, there's always that somebody, that snake or somebody, it's that other dude that comes into, the picture. And then, like, especially if he catches your girl at a vulnerable stage in her, in her relationship, then he starts sweet talking her and doing all this, saying all the right things. And if, if your girl don't feel secure with you, that he doing the things that you supposed to be doing, then right then and there it's going downhill. So in order to prevent that from happening, like, you need to, like, I feel like dudes, and if I ever get in a relationship again, I feel like, that, let me take my chain out. I didn't know it wasn't out. But I feel like that you should pay attention to the signs when they're there instead of ignoring them and letting them get worse. Because when you do that, you're only digging yourself in a deeper hole with the whole thing that you're ignoring it. So pay attention to stuff like that, and because in the end, it's not gonna pay off in a way that you are gonna benefit from it. Because when she started feeling some type of way about that other guy, that's when it draws you in even more, because you like, oh shit, like, oh my god, I'm about to actually like lose. You feel that way. It's crazy. And it's just that it shouldn't have to go that far for dudes to understand that time is so precious to a girl. Like, especially if that's all she asking for is time and attention. I feel that like that shouldn't be an issue, not to, like, I'm just saying, I don't think that should be an issue in some cases. But just as far as staying faithfulness, start to talk about faithfulness. It's just that, I'm the type of guy that's like, if I talk to you and I find you attractive and you cute and all that stuff, and you tell me that you have a boyfriend, I have two options. I always have two options. I could either be that nigga that's like, oh, she got a girlfriend. She got a boyfriend. Fuck that shit. I'm gonna get her, even though she got a boyfriend, and I care. Or I could be that dude that's, I know not too many people would probably think like this, but I'm different. I'm not trying to like say I'm like 2 Chainz or on his level or something like that, but like, or you could say like, I respect that you're in a relationship, wish the best for you. Just wanted to say, we can be friends. A lot of guys don't like to be in the friend zone. There's nothing wrong with that. Being cool, you don't need to like stick your shit in everything that walks at all. There's nothing wrong with having a girl as a friend. And is it possible having a girl as a friend and nothing but a friend, even if she begins to like you, knowing you don't feel the same way about her, but if you like her, I feel like the appropriate thing to do in that stage is to, just let her ease, be like, hey, like, you got a boyfriend that's cool. Like, that's what I would do, honestly. I'm not saying that you should. I'm not trying to say that, you should learn from me. Like, that's me. Like, that's what I would do. Because how I was raised and how I was brought up. Like, if a girl told me she had a boyfriend, but she feeling me, I would try to stray myself away from the situation. Because, I've been in relationships that I've been hurt in. Like, I've been hurt before, It's almost like, I wouldn't say a second nature to me, but I deal with the shit. Okay, I deal with it. So, I would never want to like let anybody experience that pain. I couldn't do that. What people could do to me, I couldn't do to them. I don't know why, I just can't. That's how I am. So, I just feel like that whole faithful thing is like, it all depends though. It all depends on the person, the past that she has or he has, just But, what does I say? I say faithfulness, then I said love. Love is another thing. Love is a negative and it's a positive thing. It's a bad thing, and I say this, it's a bad thing, and it's a very, very beautiful thing. It can be very beautiful or it can be very bad. Love, I know y'all hear the sirens. They looking for me. Nah, but love is very, very special. It's different from being in love with somebody than loving somebody. When you just love somebody, you don't want to see nothing happen to that person. And when you in love with somebody, like, you feel blue inside. You feel special. You feel like when you go outside and the wind blow through your hair, you feel like onions about to fall from the sky or something. You feel all that mushiness, gushiness stuff. You feel all that. Love is very, very complicated, but at the same time, it can be very, very beautiful. I honestly don't throw that word around often. I don't throw it around recklessly, as I should say. I don't throw it around recklessly. So I feel like if you don't love somebody, that you shouldn't say that you do love them, because then that confuses them, and then you get them feeling some type of way about you, knowing you don't feel the same way about them, but then you wonder if they really feel the same way that they feel about you, about them, and then everything gets all confused, and then heartbreak comes in. Then she thinking about killing you, showing up at your door, and doing all that, and that doesn't need to happen. Boink, it doesn't. Okay, so just be careful who you tell you love and who you tell that you love, and if you do say it, mean it. If you don't mean it, don't say it. Love is very, that word is very powerful. I'm looking at myself right now. That word is very powerful. So, that's me right there, and that's all I'm going to say for right now. I'm about to make another video, so I don't know what they say. They say subscribe or like or some shit. You don't have to. You just look at it. Just hear me out. That's all. I just like to talk. All right.